This is some fake world-ish right here. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Not necessarily a student of the game of golf. This is Sebastian Munoz. He overcomes a double bogey to shoot 59. Okay? And this is at 54 Golf Indianapolis. I'm like, what the hell is that, right? Currently taking place at the club at Chatham Hills in Westfield, Indiana from August 15th to August 17th. Sebastian Munoz shot a historic 12 under 59 in the first round, leading by 3 strokes. The event is the second time 54 Golf has been held at Chatham Hills, with the first being in 2025. Okay. So that's like a golf club, right? What is 54 Golf? Oh, no. Okay. Team? Is it a team? I think it's, I don't know. I've heard it before. Here, right here. A professional league. Okay, how many? I don't know how many professional golf leagues there are. A professional league where tournaments consist of 54 holes played over 3 rounds. Does that make sense, golf fans? I don't know, but I have the breakdown. I'm a numbers type of guy, and I see some interesting ones with this.
While the PGA Tour conversation this week has revolved around Caves Valley's challenging layout at the BMW Championship, Sebastian Munoz stole the spotlight during the penultimate LIV golf event in Indianapolis. Starting on the second hole at the par 71 club at Chatham Hills, Munoz stumbled early with a double bogey on the fifth, putting him at 1 over after 4 holes. From that point on, he unleashed a remarkable streak, birdieing 13 of the final 14 holes to card his first competitive 59. His performance put him 3 strokes ahead of Dustin Johnson, who opened with a 62, heading into Saturday's play. Munoz acknowledged that the course offered opportunities but emphasized the importance of execution. There's a lot of birdies out there.
Not a big fan of AI. I am really not a big fan of AI. Man, you ever try to get help and it's like an AI assistant and they can't figure out what you're trying to ask? Don't you hate that? But look at this. Open that up nice right there. See if we can scroll down. So look at this is guys. So he had a successful day. I'm assuming this was Friday. I'm assuming. Look at, you see his full name, Juan Sebastian Munoz Amaya, right? Munoz is the paternal name. Amaya comes from his mother's side. But you see that name right there? They say he's ahead of Dustin Johnson on the leaderboard or whatever. Check this out, though. Look at the language. And they were saying something about Dustin Johnson shooting a 62, or I don't know. They said something like that. Look at Juan's got 62. 26. 54 Golf Indianapolis. It's like the Roman numerals. 206, like 26. Munoz 26. 54 Golf Indianapolis. Look at 98. Munoz 89. Look at the 109. 109 is like 19. Munoz has 19. Sebastian Munoz 199, like 19. Look at the full name up there. 266, like 26. So that's the name of this. Do we call this a tournament? Not sure, but you see the 54 Golf Indianapolis. Look how it syncs up with his name. Look at these similarities in those numbers right there. Okay, this is a massive number that's been hitting on the world stage. I'm going to show you the connections. Juan Sebastian Munoz Amaya. Look at that 139 in reverse reduction. You see it right there? I want you to see this 139 right here. Okay? I want you to see this 139. Look at that full name. Look at the 139 right there and check this out. Look at this right here. Look when I scroll down. This is a trending story. And you get the 139. You can scroll back and watch the video if you want. Look at the 139. Woman says 2-carat diamond she unearthed at Arkansas State Park will be used in engagement ring. 139. Now we get this golfer with the 139. You want to see another 139 trending? Look, it's Dave Mustaine's birthday. Frontman of Megadeth announces their farewell tour, farewell album. Look at his freaking birthday is the 13th day of the 9th month, 139. Even that article hit on the day leaving 139 days in the year. Look at that right there. So I can accept that this is just, okay, maybe it's my algorithm. Okay. But, right? Like, I don't know. Does that even make sense? What do you think? What do you think out there? If I click on a certain article, these are trending stories that are popping up. You get it? So if I click on one of them and then, you have a handful of trending stories, and then maybe when you're done with that story or that article, then there's like a new one that inserts itself into the trending stories. Okay, I can kind of understand that, right? It's going to be all by the numbers, but that's still shady, isn't it? But my algorithm isn't causing these trending stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm not special like that. Okay, so this has to be some kind of script by the numbers, right? Look at those 139s, and basically this whole decode is just showing that. You see that 59 right there? Sebastian Munoz of Colombia shoots a 59. Look, I don't know what the hell that means, but I see that 59, and I know that we've been hitting on 59s in the decodes. These are all previous decodes here that I'm showing how they connect to this current freaking story. And this goes back to that diamond story. The New York woman finds the 2.3 carat diamond in Arkansas State Park. And that was connected by the language to the Diamondbacks, the baseball team in Arizona. Diamondbacks. Even Desi Banks, comedian, actor, I think he's a former athlete or whatever. He even has the 5/9 birthday, which I showed in that decode. Desi Banks, Diamondbacks. But look at that 59 at the time of that of this story right here. I looked at the Diamondbacks and they had 59 wins. So this he's trending with shooting a 59, Sebastian Munoz. That Diamondbacks hit with the 59 wins at that time, which was a couple of days ago. There's that Desi Banks birthday right there. 5/9. Desi Banks like Diamondbacks. Even Billy Joel's got the 5/9 birthday. He's trending because he had to close his motorcycle shop. And you can see all I did was take this slide from from that Arkansas State Park diamond breakdown. Look at how that all connected by the numbers. Now we get this 59, and it hits one more time with our current decode. And all of these decodes are they're all like back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You get that? Now look at Juan Munoz or Sebastian Munoz. I mean, whatever he wants to go by. You see Sebastian Munoz, you see Juan Munoz. Remember, you had his full name with a couple other names in there. Look at this. Okay? He's got the January 4 birthday. Now look at the article date here. He's trending, top dog on the block here, whatever you want to say. The dog with the biggest bark. I don't know how you want to say it, but he's trending for this positive story. Look at 142 days before his next birthday. You see that right there? 142 has been hitting in all of those breakdowns we just went over. Look at Arizona's got that 142 birthday, the 14th day of the second month. Remember the Diamondbacks, that 59 wins, right? This guy shoots a 59. Diamondbacks, look, Arizona's got the Valentine birthday, 14th day of the second month. Carol G, that's her birthday. She's trending to perform week 1 in Brazil of the NFL season. That is going to be brought to us by YouTube. YouTube's got that same birthday, that 142. She's performing at halftime. Look, halftime 142 in the language. Look at that. You see that right there? Now this dude, 142 days before his birthday, is trending. Come on, right? Even his birthday is 1/4, January 4. And her birthday and Valentine's Day, look, Carol G, that's the 14th, 1/4. Come on, like, even Dave Mustaine has 142. David Mustaine, 142, ABC 123 cipher. Even look at D is even the fourth letter and A is the first. Look at the first two over on the left. You even get that 4-1 right there. Dude's birthday, the 4th. I mean, isn't that amazing? Come on, right? If anything, can we move on from these patterns? Can we get on to the next pattern here before I completely lose it? Isn't that wild? This is the female who even found that diamond in Arkansas trending. Her name, Michelle Fox. She even has 124. There's that ordinal cipher again. 124, 142, 142, 142, 142, 142, 142. You see that? Flip the 4 and the 2. Even Arizona even equals 42. And man, we're in August too, so you get that A, Arkansas State Park, Arkansas A, August A, Arizona A. So look at how all of this comes together. Don't forget 142 is that Valentine's Day as well that connects with Diamond. Okay, so all of this stuff connects, man. Oh, and Carol G. Look at this right here. Carol G. She's born in Colombia. And look at this right here. Colombian Senator Miguel Uribe dies 2 months after being shot during a rally. Colombia. Juan Munoz. Oh, did I miss a Colombia there? But look, golf equals 14 as well. And Juan Munoz Look at that right there. Juan Munoz's birthday again is 1/4/14 when golf equals 14. Was it him that was Colombian? And I just didn't put it in there? Or I mixed. Yeah, he's Colombian, man. Look at this right here. Isn't. Look at Colombian professional golfer. So he's trending now in my algorithm with those connections with Carol G, born in Colombia. And then I just did this story as well. I'm busy over here, okay? I'm super busy over here. Look at this. I got to bring this out and reveal this to y'all. Look at that. Now, like I said earlier, look at that. Golf 14, and that's his birthday. Even NFL equals 14, okay? Wow. I did not put that in here. Look at this. Even NFL equals 14. Look at that right there. Dead equals 14. That Colombian senator, presidential hopeful, he's now dead. And even dead equals 14. NFL 14. She's born on the 14th. Wow, right? So you get this Colombian connection, and then golf 14, and that's dude's birthday. You know, um, seems to be doing good. What did they say it was? Golf 54 Indianapolis, whatever they're calling this event. And check this out. On a day of low scoring at the club at Chatham Hills, a par 71, Munoz led by 3 shots over Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson is age 41, and he's the one they mentioned who is competing for this top spot, I guess. I don't even know how to look up the event to see who's winning. Again, not a golf fan. Look at that. They mentioned Dustin Johnson right there. Munoz led Johnson by 3 shots. Look at this. That 41 years old, that's like the 4th day of the first month with Munoz's birthday. And again, golf equals 14, man. Here's another trending story. As you know, you should see the decode by now because I'm going in order, right? As I speak, it's not dropped, but it's on deck. But as you're hearing this, it's dropped. General Hospital Tristan Rogers, who played Robert Scorpio, he died. Trending. Go watch that breakdown on my channel. Good luck searching my channel and finding it. You might have to subscribe. If you're AI, give me more subscribers, AI. Or if you're here now, just click videos, scroll back and watch the videos. You ain't going to search and find my channel. They're going to redirect you everywhere else. That dude just died. He's a part of General Hospital, most known for. Look at their first episode date. 4/1. Or you could just say the first day of the 4th month. Look at that. Look at how all of this stuff connects, man. Okay? So, that's why I'm here. Fake world. Fake world, right? So now that we're done, what the hell is a double bogey? I know I may have looked it up before. What is a double bogey? A score of 2 strokes over par. I don't know if that's my alarm going off. I guess not. Look, a score of 2 strokes over par for a hole. I still don't know what the hell that is. I still don't know. 54 golf. So how do we find out? How do we see the scoreboard of this event? Is there like a scoreboard? Look, do I have to type scoreboard in? Is it over? Look, leaderboard. Is this it right here? Do I gotta accept? There we go. So look, it says they're tied. Is this updated? Dustin Johnson right there. Look, it says tied. So is this currently going on? I think they said through the 17th, so maybe through tomorrow. So maybe they're tied now. Dustin Johnson, Sebastian Munoz. Here's Sebastian Munoz right here. Juan Sebastian Munoz Amaya. So he sets a record. Is that the 59 they're talking about? I don't know. College, University of North Texas. He had one tournament victory on the PGA Tour, the Sanderson Farms Championship in 2019 prior to joining 54 Golf. How many professional golf leagues are there? There isn't a single definitive number. Wow. More confusing, right? Okay. So, if you tuned in because you're a big golf fan, you're going to be disappointed. If you tuned in because you're a big decoding fan, you're going to be you're going to be pretty happy because you get some more knowledge to download into your brain. As decoders, decoding's got to be like one of the most difficult things we can do, right? So as decoders, you should be very happy. Yes, as a decoder, you should be very happy because I mean, think about it, man. Decoding, like, this definitely takes a brain, doesn't it? Having to decode a story. You get a lot of these you get a lot of everybody's like a big star on YouTube, TikTok now, right? Instagram. You know how easy it is? You just come on and just repeat and regurgitate what the news tells you. Imagine you got to do that and then you're breaking it down and decoding it. You're seeing through the script. There's going to be stuff all within here that I miss even, right? I didn't really catch anything with the 54. There may be something that I missed, maybe not. You know what I mean? There's all of these words within words, everything you see in here. Okay, and that's why this is, spelling, spell casting. This is magic. You have like cursive, like curses, all of that, our language, what's going on with this language. That's my decode, man. Again, not a big golf fan. So, like I said, you could be disappointed by that. But soak up this knowledge. I am math, toucan, a decoder. If I can only find a way to do this professionally. Okay, until next time, peace.